Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart, and we'll start by mapping out the current range. And this is the overall range Euro USD has been in for a while, but the more local chart, of course, the more local 4-hour level is here. So we'll be talking about this area because it did make a lower high back in October and pushed out of this area of supply, pushed down, made this low, and price has just been in between this supply area and this low ever since. You see, came back up here, so it was pushed back down, and now it's starting to tap back into that area of supply again as price continues to push up more recently with higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Waiting to see if buyers can continue to push back into premium of this overall range. But like I was saying, came out of this area of supply, so we have to see which direction price wants to move, waiting for any type of momentum push. And if there is a narrative, if it does go back down, if the dollar does get stronger, then this liquidity is sitting under all of these lows. It's an area of demand that push prices up. Have to wait to see what price does when it gets down there. So waiting to see if this continues to be a higher low and push up to premium past this area of supply. And I'll be considering looking at, well, I mean, it already is internally, well, not internally bullish, it's just consolidating, because in between these this price leg high and this low, but it can be bullish once it does push out past these highs. GBP USD, let's go map at the current range. And again, this goes back to October, but more locally back to October, because this is the lower high from these highs. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're traced back up into premium. Price is consolidating here now. And like I said yesterday, appears to be possibly a bear flag, this ascending channel that price is in for cable. This price is now consolidating. Once it has tapped back into premium of this overall range, and price is just consolidating here, waiting to see if any type of momentum can pick up out of this consolidation. We want it to break out past this support area, or past this. If it does break past this these resistance area, then it will also be breaking out past the ascending channel that it's in. So waiting to see if it can push further into premium, possibly into another supply area, and continue pushing down, or from here out of this bear flag can continue pushing down because there's liquidity sitting under these lows. And we briefly talk about a DXY. Of course, it's been in this price leg is bullish, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then it made a double top, consolidated, and then seller step back in. More recently, since yesterday, we see the price continue to push down internally, bearish, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. This lower low came back into the area of support. And it looks like it was an impulse reaction, but it hasn't really closed above this high, as you see, not fractal, this fractal high. The wick on this 4-hour chart did go above it, but it has to make a strong close. Even though this is a strong push from buyers, want to see this turn bullish, it has to be fractally bullish. Also has to close strong above this high, and that's not what price has done right now. Price is slowing down, waiting to see momentum pick up, see if this area of support holds, and see if we can go back up to these highs, get back over 100 once again. AUD USD, let's go and map at the current range. And similar to the other charts, this one goes back to September, but this has been in consolidation for a while at this area of supply, pushed down, and it was able to make up, it came back up at the area of supply again, pushed down, was able to make a new low, came back up, broke structure, and then was able to break past these lows under this support area, form another support, and then buyers step back in once again. And this is just overall, as we know, as we've been saying, it's just AUD USD has been in this consolidation pattern for a while. So if we do more locally on the 4-hour chart, if you want to consider that low, breaking that, you can, this being the lower high, another lower high, lower low, and then buyer step back in, take out all this liquidity sitting over these highs, and now we see internally bullish, breaking structure to the upside, but overall still in consolidation. Waiting to see if there's decision going to be made, if it can continue to push. We're looking for any type of buying opportunity if it can get over these highs, or if the dollar gets stronger, we'll be looking to see if it can push back down to these lows. NZD USD, let's go map out the current range. So this was the previous range. Of course, NZD more bearish of the pairs, lower high, lower low, lower high, and to form this lower low. But this previous lower low, then another lower high, consolidation, and lower low, consolidation. Now buyer step back in. So you can consider this the range, or since it broke past these lows, this was a range that I'm saying on this channel, and then buyers should step back up. You can consider that bullish once these highs have broken. But since this was the more bearish pair, I'd wait to see if price can get above these highs. So it has gone back into premium of this range from this price leg, this bearish swing, this high to this low. It's in this area. It's back in the premium now. There's liquidity sitting above these highs. I think it's already taken that out. Yeah, so we're waiting to see out of this area of consolidation that it's in right now to see if it can continue to push up. Waiting for any type of momentum push. It's in this area of consolidation now. Waiting to see if momentum can continue to push up, this area of support and this area of resistance. Again, we're expected to continue bearish and push back down and target the lows of the overall range. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.